Hey y'all, it's Tay from the J. Let's go on a farming adventure and we'll talk about all types of different crops, the different farm equipment, and how those little tiny seeds grow into be big plants, and then how our equipment comes in and harvests those. Let's go. Get the hat on. Before we get started, let's take a look at some different types of crops. Wheat is the first crop that we are going to look at today. Wheat is used to make many things, including breads, flours, and pastas. Our second crop is corn. Corn in many varieties can be used for oils, popcorn, and grits. Our third crop today is soybeans. Similar to corn, soybeans come in many varieties and are used for edamame, tofu, and even soy milk. And last but not least, we have milo. Milo can be used in birdseed mixtures and is also used to feed different types of livestock like cows. So we can fully understand how these crops grow, let's go back and start from the beginning. It all starts with the soil. Soil plays a vital role in the Earth's ecosystem. The soil provides a home for the plant's roots. Through the roots, the plant is able to absorb water and other nutrients, allowing it to grow big and strong. Through no-till practices, the top layer of the soil is protected by a layer of mulch. This allows nutrients to be better absorbed within the soil, and then also the top layer of mulch is decomposed over time. The decomposition of plants is helped by these little guys here, big inchworms that work their way through the soil, eating plants and providing nutrients for the soil. Let's dig into how these crops get planted. This big green tractor is used to pull the planter. The planter hooks behind the tractor, so it's easy to move around. The tractor is very powerful and has to be able to move it into larger fields and even pull down roads. The farmer can control all operations of the planter from the cab of the tractor. Let's see how he sets this planter up. Now we are all set and it's time to plant. Now that you've seen the tractor and planter in action, let's hop inside the tractor cab and see what it looks like from the farmer's perspective. Some days don't go as smoothly as others, and breakdowns do occur in the field. It's up to the farmer to fix the planter to get things back up and running. After the breakdown, the farmer was able to get back up and running. It's been a full day's work, and we've been able to plant the entire field. We saw the farmer set up the planter. Let's see how he puts everything away. With the planter all folded up, we are now able to safely travel down the road and head on to the next field. The farmer will move the tractor and the planter from field to field until all the fields are planted. All the fields are planted, and now we have to wait patiently for the rain. Rain helps to get the little seedlings to sprout. Once they're sprouted, we can really start to see the growth. Several weeks have passed, and we start to see the little sprouts shooting through the soil. On a regular basis, the farmer will go check these little sprouts. He checks the little sprouts and also the soil to make sure that they are getting plenty of water and nutrients. He will do this throughout the entire growth process. As the weeks go by, we can see the little sprouts transform into being fully grown, mature plants. As the plant matures, it begins to bear its fruit. See here on these soybeans, you can start to see the little beans showing up on the plant. Check out this bird's eye view of Peterson Farm's cornfield. You can see the tassels are shooting up from the corn stalks. Let's go in closer to see what's happening on the bottom part of the stalk. With our close-up view of the bottom part of the stalk, we can see that corn cobs are starting to form. Patience is a big part of farming. Farmers have to be very patient. They are always waiting and watching from the time that the plants are little tiny sprouts all the way up to fully matured plants. Once the field is dry, it's time for the farmer to get ready for harvest. We can see from this wheat field that it's a beautiful golden color. When the crop is ready to harvest, it's time to bring in the combine. The combine is used to harvest the fruit from the plants. Combines are used to harvest many different types of crops. In this bird's eye view of the combine harvesting corn, you can see how it makes its way through the field. Now let's flip the perspective and get the farmer's view from the cab of the combine. After the combine has made several rounds, the combine begins to get full. A grain cart sweeps in to save the day. Many of the grain cart operators can see the combines getting full. Grain carts are used to relieve the combines of their fruit and take them to the truck. That way, the combine can stay at work in the field. The farmer must stay focused since there are so many moving parts during the harvest process. He must make sure that everything is running smoothly in order to get the crop out of the field. Once the combine is empty, the farmer can return the grain auger back to its safe position. This view will show you how the grain is stored in the combine while it's being harvested. After a full day's work, there's nothing like enjoying a beautiful sunset on the farm. Thanks for joining me and Peterson Farms on this farming adventure. I hope you guys learned a little bit more about agriculture and what it takes to go from farm to table. We'll see you soon.